ओके, तो ये फ्लैट स्लैब का डिजाइन हम सॉल्व कर रहे थे. ओके, एंड वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड द स्टील रिक्वायरमेंट अलोंग द longer direction. Now we want to calculate the steel requirement along the shorter direction. Okay. Okay. So along shorter direction, now we have already calculated the bending moment along the shorter direction. Bending moment along the shorter direction. So we have got this bending moment along the shorter direction, that is MOS. This MOS was 198.45 kilonewton meter. 45 kilonewton meter. This was the bending moment along the shorter direction, and for this bending moment what we have to do, we have to calculate the steel requirement. Okay, so along shorter direction we have already calculated the effective effective depth ds, that is equal to total depth along the longer direction was 175 mm, whereas along the shorter direction it will be 165 if we are considering 10 mm 5 bars. Okay, so ds will be 165 mm and capital D, total D will be 200 mm. This will be 200 mm. So now we have to distribute this total MOS of 198.45 among the column strip and the middle strip, So what we will be doing, we'll first calculate these. Calculate these distributions only. Okay, so let us consider this is our total MU. Okay, and this is along column strip. Okay, and we'll draw one table, middle strip. Okay, now for this column strip, the width of column strip B is equal to, actually we have already calculated, that is 2250 mm, whereas for middle strip, the width of your middle strip B, this is equal to 3750 mm. This was already calculated. Okay, I will just know this. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to distribute this total moment of 198.45 among the column strip and middle strip. Now as per this IS 456, clause number 31.4.3.2, as per this, out of this total bending moment, 65% is negative bending moment. If we have this 198.45 kilonewton meter bending moment, then 65% is negative bending moment, whereas remaining 35% is positive bending moment. So calculate 65% of this 198.45. So this will be 198.45 multiplied by 0.65, right? Whereas this 35%, this will be 198.45 multiplied by 0.35. Okay, so this is how positive and negative bending moments are distributed. That is, as per this particular clause, 65% is negative bending moment, whereas 35% is positive bending moment. So same phenomenon is considered. We'll consider now what we'll be doing. Okay, so out of this 198, what we'll be doing, we'll distribute this among positive and negative bending moments. So we have, as per this particular clause, 65% is your negative bending moment. So write down here 65%, that is 0.65 multiplied by 198.45, whereas remaining 35%, that is 0.35 multiplied by 198.45, this is your positive bending moment. This is your positive, whereas this is your negative bending moment. So we will distribute this positive and negative bending moment among the column strip and the middle strip. So first consider the negative bending moment. Okay, So out of this 0.65 into 198.45, 0.65, that is, this is total negative bending moment. So 0.65 into 198.45. Okay, out of this is the total negative bending moment, but this 0.65 into 198.45, this will be distributed among the column strip and the middle strip, column strip and the middle strip. Therefore, how much portion of this total bending moment is distributed among the column strip? So it is given in the IS 456 clause number, just a minute, yeah, clause number 31.5.5.1. What it state? Out of this total negative bending moment, 75% will be shared by the column strip. 75% will be shared by the column strip. So we have total negative bending moment of 198.45 multiplied by 0.65. So 75% of this. So 75% of this means multiply this with 0.75. So multiply this with 0.75. So this much is the negative bending moment. This much is the negative bending moment which will be shared by the column strip. So this comes out to be. So this bending moment calculation comes out to be, this will be equal to 96.75 kilonewton meter. 96.75 kilonewton meter. So out of total negative bending moment, 75% is shared by this column strip. So remaining 25%. So remaining 25% will be shared by the column strip. So write down here negative bending moment, and out of this total 0.65 into 198.45, 25% will be shared by the middle strip. Therefore 0.65 multiplied by 198.45 multiplied by 0.25, that is 25%. So this value comes out to be 32.25 kilonewton meter. 32.25 kilonewton meter. Okay, now we have total positive bending moment of, just I'll remove this portion, this is not required now. Okay, now we have total positive bending moment of 0.35 into 198.45, 0.35 into 198.45. Okay, now this 0.35 into 198.45, this bending moment will be distributed among the column strip and the middle strip. This will be distributed among the column strip and middle strip. Okay, now so how much will be shared by the column strip and how much this positive bending moment will be shared by the middle strip? So that is given in this clause number, okay, which is given in this clause number 31.5.5.3. It states that the positive moment for each span, the column strip shall be designed to resist 60% of the total positive moment. 60% of the total positive moment. So out of this total positive bending moment, of 0.35 multiplied by 198.45, 60% will be shared by column strip, whereas 40% will be shared by the middle strip. So this 40% will be shared by middle strip and 60% will be shared by the column strip. Okay, so we'll find out this distribution now. So 60% will be shared by the column strip. Therefore positive bending moment, 60% means 0.35 into 198.45 multiplied by 0.6. So this comes out to be 60% comes out to be 42.1 kilonewton meter, and remaining 40% will be shared by the middle strip. So positive bending moment in middle strip, that will be 0.35 into 19, okay, multiplied by 0.4. So this comes out to be 28.05 kilonewton meter, 28.05 kilonewton meter. So this is the bending moment distribution among the column strip and the middle strip. Now next what we will be doing, we will be calculating the AST percentage, AST. Okay, so now for calculation of steel, okay, what we will be doing, we will be designing the column strip for negative bending moment of 96.75, for a positive bending moment of 42.1. okay, whereas if you see this negative bending moment, if this is your column strip, if this is your column strip, this is your column, this is your column, okay, this is your column, again this is your column. So column strip will be we are calculating along the shorter direction. Okay, so this is your column strip. Okay, this is on this side of your slab. This much will be your column strip. So negative bending moment will be at the support, whereas positive bending moment will be between the middle portion, somewhere between the middle portion, where you in between your point of contraflexion. Okay, so this region, okay, so this region will be designed for negative bending moment, this region will be designed for negative bending moment, whereas this region will be designed for positive bending moment. Okay, similarly if you see the middle strip, if this will be your middle strip, okay, this will be your middle strip. Now among this middle strip, what we will be doing, if we are designing along the shorter direction, this will be another column strip, this will be along another column strip. Along the longer direction, this will be another column strip along the longer direction, and this much portion, okay, this much portion is your middle strip. Okay, this much portion is your middle, okay, this much portion is your middle strip. So what we will be doing, in between we will be designing for positive bending moment, whereas here at support we will be designing for negative bending moment. So this is what we will be doing. So we will be calculating steel requirement for every bending moment. So what is the formula for calculating the steel requirement? Okay, so what is the formula for calculating the steel requirement? We have AST is equal to, just a minute, we have the formula for AST calculation. We have AST is equal to 0.5 FCK upon Fy multiplied by 1 minus square root of 1 minus 4.6 mu upon FCK BD square multiplied by B into D, Just put the value of this mu here as 96.75 kilonewton meter. You will get the and put other parameters, you will get the AST required. So we'll put one by one values. Okay, so we get this AST for negative bending moment of column strip. AST is equal to 0.5, FCK is 20 multiplied by Fy is 415, okay, multiplied by 1 minus square root of 1 minus 4.6 into mu. So we are calculating for negative bending moment for column strip, that is for this 96.75. So put here 96.75 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6, just convert it into Newton mm, divided by FCK BD square. FCK is 20, B is, okay, so for column strip we have B, width of column strip is 2250, so 2250, and depth we have already written it here, okay, that is 165 mm. So put here 165 square multiplied by B into D, that is 2250 multiplied by 165. Okay, so just do this calculation, you will get the AST required for this negative bending moment, for column strip. So this comes out to be 1807.45 mm square. Okay, mm square Okay, similarly you can calculate the steel requirement for this positive bending moment. Just put here, instead of 96.75, just put here this bending moment value, that is 42.1. so 42.1 into 10 raised to power 6, you will get the AST is equal to 737.44 mm square, 44 mm square. Okay, now for this negative bending moment, again for this negative bending moment in the middle strip, just put this value 32.25, put this value 32.25 here. So we'll get the steel requirement for the middle strip for negative bending moment. So 32.25. So you will get some steel requirement here, 551.83 mm square. Similarly, just put this value 28.05 in this equation. You will get the steel requirement for this positive bending moment in the middle strip. That comes out to be 478.77 mm square. Okay. So this is how we will be calculating the steel requirement for various bending, negative and positive bending moments in the column strip and the middle strip, So next step is to check whether this steel provided, this particular amount of steel provided is sufficient or not. So how we can check that? We have to find out the percentage AST, and correlate this percentage AST with minimum AST. No, so how we will be calculating the percentage AST? Just put this value of percentage AST. This is equal to your AST provided, that is 1807.45 divided by cross sectional area. So B is 2250 multiplied by depth is again 200 here, 200 mm. So you get, just do this calculation, how much it is? How much it is? How much it is? How much it is? Four नहीं आलो, एवढं नहीं आहे, multiplied by 100. Okay, multiply this value with 100. Okay, multiply this value with 100. कितना आता है? No, it should not be 4. I think it is 0.4%. How much it is? Yeah, 0.401%. Okay. Okay, so this comes out to be 0.40401%. Okay, so we just write down here 0.401, and this is greater than 0.12% AST minimum, that is AST minimum is 0.12%, and hence this value is okay, this value is okay. So similarly, just calculate this percentage AST. Similarly, calculate percentage AST. Okay, so for this AST here we can calculate the percentage AST by this will be 737.44 into 100 divided by B into D. B is here 2250 multiplied by D is 200. So this AST comes out to be 0.16%. This is again greater than 0.12%, that is AST minimum. Okay, and hence it is again okay. This comes out to be, similarly just put this value of AST here. You put value of this AST here, you will get this AST percentage AST as 0.07%, and this AST for positive bending moment in the middle strip, this comes out to be 0.06%. Okay, but you can see here this AST 0.07% and 0.06%. This is lesser than 0.12% of our AST minimum. This is less than AST minimum. This is again less than AST minimum. Okay, this is less than AST minimum. So what we have to do? Provide AST minimum here. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to provide AST minimum here. Okay, so write down here AST provided. Okay, this was our AST calculated. This was our okay, some portion of recording was left due to as the recorder stopped. So we have completed up to this step, that is calculation of percentage AST. So for this negative bending moment for column strip, we have got 0.401. We have got 0.401% AST, which is more than this is more than 0.12%. Okay, therefore we will be providing the same AST, that is same AST. Okay, next here we have got 0.16%. again this is more than 0.12%, hence we will be providing the same, that is 737.44 mm square steel here again also. Okay, so there is no change here. What we can see that AST provided is 551.83, whereas the percentage AST comes out to be 0.071%, which is less than, you can see here it is less than 0.12%. hence the AST provided is less than AST minimum. So what we have to do is we have to increase the AST provided to minimum AST, that is AST minimum. So AST minimum will be 0.12%. Okay, this should be 807, right? This should be 807.45. I think this is 807.45. okay, so what we'll be doing, we'll be providing 0.12% AST. So how to provide that? Just take 0.12% of the cross sectional area of your strip, middle strip. So 0.12 divided by 100 multiplied by 3750, that is width of your strip, multiplied by total depth of your footing, so you get this. So 942.48 mm square steel, this much steel will be getting. Next step, what we will be doing, we will calculate percentage AST here for this positive bending moment in the middle strip, and again we can see here the percentage AST is 0.06%, and which is less than 0.12%, and hence it is not okay. So what we will be doing, we will increase the AST to minimum AST, that is we will provide AST minimum here. Again already we have calculated AST minimum as 942.48 mm square. This will be same here also, because there is no change in the cross sectional area, So this is how we will be calculating the AST provided. Next step will be to calculate the spacing. Now how will be calculating the spacing? Okay, now there is a formula for calculating this. For calculation of spacing, we have a formula that is, just a minute, that is we have S is equal to area of phi bar or area of one. Consider this as A phi, that is area of one bar, which we will be providing. Let us consider if you are providing 10 mm phi bar, then area of that 10 cross sectional area of that 10 phi bar multiplied by B divided by AST provided. Okay, AST provided. So this is how we will be calculating the spacing. So put here, if we are let us consider we are providing 16 phi bars in this particular region, that is for resisting this negative bending moment in the column strip. So if we put the values here, A phi will be pi by 4 into 16 square. So this will be the A phi. Okay, B we can put here, B is given as, here the value of B is given, that is 2250, and AST provided is here, it is given as 807.45. So just put these values here, you will get some spacing approximately near about 250 mm center to center. Okay, so this is how we will be calculating the spacing for different steel provided. Okay, here we are providing 10 mm phi bars, because the AST is less here, therefore we need closer spacing, therefore we are providing 10 mm phi bar instead of this 16 phi bars. Okay, again here we will be providing 8 mm fiber, because again here the spacing is low. Okay, we can also provide 8 mm fiber here also. Okay, so this is how the reinforcement along the shorter direction is calculated. Thank you. Okay, so step number 8 is design of shear reinforcement. Design of shear reinforcement. Okay, so now how we will be designing the shear reinforcement? What we will be doing? We will be providing some stirrups in the slab, where in the critical regions, that is near the columns. So let us consider providing 8 mm phi stirrups of Fe415. Okay, and these stirrups are 8-legged. Stirrups. Okay, so we will be providing 8 mm phi stirrups of 8 legs. So we will get the spacing of these stirrups. The spacing of stirrups is given by SV is equal to 0.87 into Fy into ASV into D divided by VUS. This is the formula for calculating the spacing, where this VUS is the design shear stress, that is for which we are calculating the requirement of stirrup. So how we can calculate this VUS, ASV and Fy? Fy is given, Fy is for 415, it is 415 Newton per mm square, whereas this ASV, that is area of stirrup. Now we are using 8 mm phi stirrups, therefore area of one stirrup will be pi by 4 multiplied by 8 square. But we should know that we are using 8-legged stirrup. Okay, these points, that is 4-leg stirrups, 8-leg stirrups, 6-leg stirrups, these are already covered in RCC itself, so I will not explain this one. So ASV will be 8 times the diameter of bar, because we are using 8-leg stirrups. So this comes out to be 402 mm square. Now we don't know the value of this VUS. Okay, so what we will be doing? We will calculate this VUS. Okay, so how we can calculate this VUS? We have this VUS is equal to VU, that is your shear force, total shear force, minus 0.5 into tau c into B0 into D into Ks. Now we have already calculated the value of Ks. Ks was 1. Okay, so this is equal to VU. We have already calculated the VU here in this step. Okay, you can see here in this step we have already calculated the value of your VU, that was 401.06. Just write down that value here. Okay, so VU comes out to be 401.06. Convert it into Newton, 10 raised to power 3 minus 0.5 multiplied by, we have tau c we have calculated as 1.11. B0 we have already calculated here. Okay, that is the perimeter of your critical section. Just a minute. The perimeter of your critical section was, okay, this is given here. You can see here B0. This B0 is equal to 2060 mm. Just put this value here in this equation. Okay, so we get this B0 as 2060. We have D along the shorter direction we will be considering, that is 165, and Ks we have already calculated as 1. So we get this value of VUS is equal to 212.41 into 10 raised to power 3 Newton. So this is the design shear force for which we will be designing the your shear reinforcement. We have this formula for spacing. SV is equal to 0.87 into 415, that is Fy, multiplied by ASV. ASV was calculated as 402 multiplied by D, that is 165 divided by VUS. VUS comes out to be 212.41 into 10 raised to power 3. So SV comes out to be 112.7 mm. Let us consider it is approximately equal to 110 mm. Okay. So this is how we will be calculating the spacing of your stirrups. And final step is step number 9. Step number 9 is drawings. Step number 9 is drawings. Okay. So we have to draw the drawings, that is steel reinforcement drawings. The steel reinforcement drawings, okay, which are already drawn here. Okay. So this is how the steel reinforcement drawings comes out to be. You can see we have here, this is your column strip along the longer direction. This is your column strip along the longer direction. This is again your column strip along the longer direction. Whereas this will be your, this will be the portion shown by yellow color. This will be your middle strip along the longer direction. Why we are considering longer direction? Because this span is 6000 mm or 6 meter. This span is 6000 mm or 6 meter. Okay. So this is the middle strip and column strip distribution. Okay. So how this steel reinforcement is provided? You can see here. I'll show this by some different color. Okay. Now along the longer direction, just concentrate on this red color lines. Okay. This is the steel which is provided for taking the negative bending moment. Negative bending moment in the column strip along the longer direction. Again we are providing this steel. Okay. So this steel, okay, ये सिर्फ representative steel bars दिखाया है, इस टाइप से दो bars नहीं provide करेंगे. We'll be providing these steel bars at some spacing. Now this steel is provided at a spacing of 16 phi bars at a spacing of 190 mm center to center. 16 mm phi bars at 190 mm center to center. Okay, this is along the longer direction. Again, if you see these dotted bars here, okay, these dotted bars here, okay, these bars are provided at the bottom face. These bars are provided at the bottom face, therefore they are shown in the dotted color, dotted. Okay, now these bars are provided at a spacing of 10 phi bars at a spacing of 190 mm center to center. But these bars are for positive reinforcement. Okay, these bars which are provided, these are for positive bending moment, for resisting positive bending moment in the middle strip, because column strip, because in column strip you will be having negative bending moment here, and positive bending moment in this particular portion. Okay, now if you see the middle strip, this was regarding the column strip. Now in the middle strip, this is your middle strip along the longer span. This is your middle strip along the longer span. Now how is this steel reinforcement is provided? How this steel reinforcement is provided? You can see some bars are provided like this at the top. These bars are provided at the top. Okay, so these bars are provided at a spacing of 8 mm phi at 150 mm center to center. 150 mm center to center. So these bars will be resisting negative bending moment in the middle strip. Similarly here these bars will be resisting negative bending moment in the middle strip along the longer span. Whereas you can see these bars are provided here. Okay, these bars are provided here at the bottom face. Therefore these are shown in dashes. Okay, so these bars will be resisting the positive bending moment. This will be resisting the positive bending moment, and they are provided at a spacing of 8 mm 5 bars at a spacing of 180 mm center to center, 180 mm center to center. Now if you see along the shorter span, if you see along the shorter span, that is the shorter span was I think 2250, it was just a minute. The shorter span was 4.5 meter. The shorter span, this was the 4.5 meter. Okay, so if you see along the shorter span, okay, if you see along the shorter span, you can see some bars are provided here at the top. Okay, so at the top means this will be resisting the, these are provided 16 5 bars at 250 mm center to center, and this will resisting negative bending moment in the column strip, negative bending moment in the column strip, because this is the column strip along the shorter span, this is the column strip along the shorter span. Again we will be having column strip along the shorter span like this. These two column strips are along the shorter span, and whereas if you see this portion shown by this blue circle, this is your middle strip, this is your middle strip along the, this is your middle strip along the shorter span. Now along the shorter span, this type of steel reinforcement is provided. This is provided at a spacing of 160 mm, 5 bars at spacing of 250 mm center to center. Similarly, these bars will be provided at same spacing. Again here same spacing. Again here same spacing, because these are in the column strip. This is negative steel reinforcement, negative steel reinforcement. Now if you see these bars here along the column strip, these bars here shown by these pink dashes, okay, again here, okay, you can see these bars are for resisting the positive bending moment in the column strip. These are provided at a spacing of 10 mm 5 bars at a spacing of 240 mm center to center, 10 5 bars at a spacing of 240 mm center to center. Whereas in case of middle strip, you can see here these bars are provided here, these bars are provided here, these bars are provided here, these are provided at the top. Okay, and without discontinuous line means these bars are provided at the top. These bars are provided in 8 mm 5 bars at a spacing of 200 mm center to center, 8 5 bars at a spacing of 200 mm center to center. Okay, this will be resisting the negative bending moment, this will be resisting the negative bending moment. Whereas if you see these dashed lines, these dashed reinforcement, these are provided at 8 5 bars at 200 mm center to center, and these are provided to resist the positive bending moment, because it is provided at the middle central span of your flat slab. Okay, so this is how steel is provided in this type of flat slabs. Okay, we can see here some cross section through middle strip. Okay, similar things are provided, shown here also. Okay, you can see these are the top bars for resisting the negative bending moment, whereas this portion or this portion steel reinforcement is provided to resist the positive bending moment. 50% of bar will be throughout, 50% bars will be throughout. Whereas if you can see here we have provided some bent up bars like this, Okay, so why bent up? Because the reinforcement at the top will be resisting the negative bending moment, whereas reinforcement at the bottom will be resisting the positive bending moment. Positive bending moment means the tension will be at the bottom here, and in case of negative bending moment the tension will be at the top face. Okay, so this is how steel reinforcement is provided. Up to which length these steel reinforcement bars are curtailed, that are standard, that is for this particular bent will be started at 0.2 ln. Okay, then this bent up bar, this will be extended up to 0.22 ln in the opposite side span. Similarly here also. Okay, so this is how we will be designing our flat slab. With this particular design is over.